So, hello everyone. Good evening. I'm so excited to be here. Good to see you. To those that may not know, I was born in the 90s. Yeah, so I'm not too old. I'm not too young as well. Tonight is a relaunch of the open house conversations, particularly the brand power kind of, and it's my birthday edition. So I'm waiting for our guests. We have three of them coming aboard. We're like waiting, hoping they'll be here anytime soon. Okay, okay, here we have Dele. Let me bring on Mr. Dele and let's start this. Hello.
The
Good evening,
the
Your
man, how you
Excellency.
evening, the
I
man.
salute. Yeah.
I salute
How
you
you
too.
doing?
Oh, good, so fine.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you. I guess we have our second guest here. Wow, Esther is here. Wow. Mm.
Okay.
I'm so honored to have these two special guests. So let me bring on Esther. I guess she's ready. Okay. Okay. So I think we have to take it up right now. We already know the topic at stake, right, Mr. Dele?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. I didn't get that.
I don't know the topic. Doesn't really give me
Oh,
a
you don't know
topic.
the topic? No,
Yeah.
no, you are
No,
kidding me. You
no,
are kidding. Okay, okay, okay. For the benefit of our viewers, tonight is my birthday, 29th September. That was when I was born,
I
many
know
years
that one.
ago. Yeah, right? Okay, okay. Let me tell you the one you don't know. The topic. So the topic for tonight is living for service, perspective of opportunity. So, and it's so beautiful having the three of you here. We're still waiting for our last guest, Temilola Adegboye. It's so beautiful having you guys because I met you in a place of service. In fact, a place of selfless service. And I met Esther as well in a place of selfless service to humanity. Same place, similar scenario as well, where I met Temilola Adegboye. You know, and I selecting the guest for this event wasn't planned. The names just popped in my head, and I had to just place the call through, send the messages, and they all agreed except for His Excellency that said he doesn't. Oh, Esther is here. Except for His Excellency that said he doesn't
Yeah, I'm here.
DJ. Oh, Esther, are you still on the way? Still on the road?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes, I
Okay.
am.
You may
Yeah.
you may have to mute your audio. Okay. Okay. While we wait for our last guest, our third guest. So I met you at was it at the Nigeria Startup Bill event? Your Excellency, Mr. Dele.
Actually,
Are you there?
I, I, it was the start of the event. It was from church. It was from
Mm.
church.
Ah,
I'm not,
okay.
if I'm
Oh, I thought it
not,
was at the startup event.
oh, yes, yes,
I thought it was
yes,
at the
very,
start.
yes,
Okay,
it
okay. That was
was,
how we.
yes,
we got
we connected
to know that we had interest
way.
interest in.
Yeah, yeah. From that
Mm,
event where we spoke about skills for staff, why to delve in soft skills. So we
yeah,
from Dele,
yeah, yeah.
you were one of the persons who spoke in that
Yes,
session.
yeah. I remember in that breakout session, we were in the same team, right? With Ahmed.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. You're
Yes,
right.
we
You're right.
actually
I think we talked about was it infrastructure team or what? I can't recall, but we spoke extensively and we are assigned to speak on, I guess it's infrastructure, but something related to human resource came in somehow.
yeah, something about skills develops and
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yes, yes, you're right. You're right. And we've had that friendship going stronger and stronger. We have moved on to another level. In fact, we didn't just talk about the deal, we also shared ideas that day because I had to go into your office in an executive session with you. We had more in common than we even thought in a place of worship and as well with Shift Nigeria. So I would like you to take the floor from here and tell us what your view is like when you hear the topic living for service from the perspective of opportunity. I don't want to make this all about me because you guys have made who I am. You guys form this caucus for me. You may not have realized, but I've woken up from the back waters of town where I used to be. Where my mindset used to be locked up, and meeting you guys, it's a new world for me, a different kind of living. So I want my friends out there, the viewers out there, to have an idea of what it means from you guys to live a life of service, having the perspective that there are opportunities for growth, for development, for living purpose, and in fact, for being successful in life. So, Mr. Dele, I leave it to you.
Yeah. All right. Much uh Basil, and also happy birthday. Uh so selfless this is something that ought to be every person. I was so drawing a little bit of uh, as believers about the scriptures. So always connect whatever we are doing with the scripture. Christ Himself, life of selfless, the selfless leader. He not just for himself, for people. Uh, as a leader or ability to live outside is very important. The ability outside of yourself and everything to be seen only from perspective from your own perspective to see that yes about the next door about my next what about my next person in my compound how I can be able to improve or change a particular course. What about that is about how can I then you are a selfless leader or you are a selfless person, not just called to self, not just only interested, but always looking out for to others, to touch the life, to be a source of the life of others. I don't know. I see you actually. You have actually really in that space as someone that is sad about other people. You're always looking at how people to uh, part life to volunteering. So your passion for over the year, and I was always looking at for a way back to give back to the society. I remember what we talked about shift was just about. I told you that so I wanted to be important in any way, and so you're kind of person you were able to write next to it, and it was easy for you to flow with it. It was easy for you as someone that is selfless. Right? Not everybody might mindset, but now if I'm going to leave it with irrespective whether you have opportunities, a selfless leader it opens opportunity. It opens opportunity. You looking out for it or unraveled it itself. It's unraveled, right? Saying that I am a self because I'm looking for opportunity. So selflessness itself for opportunity there. So it is something that is something all of us should let uh that that life of always looking at for that lifestyle of always looking at for that lifestyle of only way that you can be able to help you can be able to cause impact. It's very
Yeah,
very
I guess I'm struggling to
uh
hear you. The line is breaking. The line is breaking. I don't know if you noticed.
yeah,
Or are you using a
can you hear me
headset?
now? Can you,
It's not
yes,
clear.
I'm using it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me very well now?
Uh, I guess can you try taking off the headset a bit? I don't know. It's a bit itchy to the ears.
Really to see that no noise don't come in the headset.
Okay, background noise.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it seems like there's a shuffle somehow in between your voice. You know, all the while you've been speaking. If you could try work on it a bit.
Okay. So let
Can
me
you take up?
see if I
Can you disconnect it and let's see how that?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I think it's better
Let me
now.
see connected.
Oh, it's still connected.
Yeah, better now.
No, I can't hear you now. No, no. There's actually a background or echo filter here. So even if there's a background noise from your end, it will help me filter it a bit. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, while we bring in Esther. Esther, are you there? I guess she's still here. Esther. Esther. Oh wow. Esther, you're still on transit.
Hi, Basil.
Yeah, are you still on transit?
The mic is like I muted the. I had to
Oh,
unmute it.
Okay, that's great. But are you still on traffic
Can you
now?
hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. All
Home
right,
now.
all right. So,
I'm
okay,
home
you.
now. Yeah.
Wow, thank God.
But you should I still mute?
But no, 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 no. I was actually
Should I
trying to
still mute?
bring you. I was actually trying to bring you on board. You know, the CEO of this Century 20 Kini. Remind my audience
21.
again.
Century 21. Century
Oh,
21.
pardon me, pardon me, pardon me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So,
It's
what do
alright.
you do at Century 21? Because I know that
So
was
what are
not
we
where I met.
discussing? How many minutes are we spending? Sorry?
Yeah, we are live already, so we are talking already. So, I just want your perspective, your idea of what that topic is or what it means. So, uh,
My idea on what?
yeah, 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 yeah. Living a life of service from the perspective of opportunity. You know, we met at the Lagos Bank Initiative, right? At a place of selfless service. Are you there?
It seems that she got you short or something.
I guess so. Okay, let's go on. I think she'll be back. So we're
Yeah.
talking about selfless service. But now I can hear you clearer. I think Esther is back. Okay, okay, you can go on. Sadele, you can go on.
So as about we're talking about this earlier. Uh,
Yeah.
like the name implies, it's, it's all about you putting first and and ensuring that people needs are met and be able to impact the life of others. Just bringing yourself first. Actually, on its
Mm,
own, opens up it opens opportunities whether you are prepared for it or not. I'm going to give a very good example. When I started volunteering um, I started volunteering officially while I was in right, but I started volunteering in service NYS. So I volunteered with a couple of us and all, and all of them, they were actually gathering me opportunities. I was
mm,
ways that I can always give. I was always looking for ways that I can offer to the society. I've healthcare, I volunteered education, I volunteered around the SDGs. When I was in Abuja, I volunteered with strategy and innovation for development. It was one of the core organizations I volunteered, and it was the beginning open opportunities for me. So people
mm,
would always want people me because of the volunteering, uh, the works I did. I helped in community. I helped in programming. Everything was well done. I helped in all of those experiences in me, and people loved and recommended me for job. Right. So from that time, because of the found that I am still I am still living that I am still living that life, opening more and more opportunities.
mm.
Do you understand? So for
Yeah, yeah.
you to be able to live for outside self long
Mm,
way to open less opportunities. I've seen somebody somebody that not plan for he did not plan for it, but for him, for him because he was that he was just doing things selfless service. People saw
Mm.
the need for him to have gathered together and bought a car for him. You need a car
Wow.
because of him. You need this car. So you find that less people selflessly are not selfish. They are not they are always looking for ways to be a source of blessing to other people. They are always looking for ways to
Mm.
always people. So that's what selfless, and it is something that everybody needs to emulate. Everybody needs to. Those are the evil people. Nigeria right now. Your selfless leaders. Leaders are really concerned. The 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 the, the okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
All right. So as I was saying, I say if we are in Nigeria will not be leaders saying about the welfare of his people. If we have such leaders today, so you get selflessness or have a ripple effect. So I don't want just opportunity. It also have a ripple life of people that's trying to work on directly. Or I think I will stop there. Let's start take the
Mm.
floor. So
Wow. 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 So inspired, Mr. Dele, having you tonight. Esther, are you on?
Yes, Basil.
Okay. Yeah. So we were asking, Mr. Dele was giving us his perspective on living a life of service and the opportunities that are in there. So we are looking at when we are living life of service, you know, what are those opportunities that we have there for ourselves and for others? We want you to
Well,
give us your own personal view, your experience.
okay. What opportunities you get when you live your life for service is the number one would be um so like networking. Then the second one I would say, because when you live your life for service, when you are there to like reach people and give out what you have, be it material thing, be it your time, what be it your service. There's this sense of fulfillment that you get. This it gives you this satisfaction. So yeah, that's there. Um, and of course, in I mean, like personal. Anyway, that's just it. Then of course, I mentioned networking. Like you get to meet, like you and I met, and apart from what we do, there are ways that we benefited from each other. You understand? Like me learning certain things from me. So that's it. You know. So I would
Mm.
say, what else? What else? What else? Things I remember now. When I remember other things, I'll let you know. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Welcome our third guest, another
Okay.
selfless fellow, Mrs. Temilola.
Welcome, Mrs. Temilola.
Good evening, ma. Nice to have you.
Miss
Okay,
Temilola.
okay. I think she's still trying to join us. Um, Esther, for how many
Yes,
years
yes.
have you been volunteering? How many years have you done that?
Uh, this volunteer thing, it's something that I learned from my mom, right? So it's something
Mm,
I've been doing for a very long secondary school.
wow.
But the way we were doing it then, we didn't join any group. Like we met at LI Food Bank, right?
Mm,
You yeah. So we were not doing it that this culture of like every month we get to do one or two. We're not in the motherless home. We are in the prison. If we're not, we are where else? Like where else? She can just pack her stuff and say, okay, we are going here to reach like outreach to that kind of thing. So so
mm,
so it's something I grew up knowing this, but social media made me know this other like joining social group of like minds, like meeting it's like and which makes it more fun actually. Apart from doing what you want to do, you understand, rendering service from your heart, you still get to like meet you at a very long time, I would say, yeah. But this time around, like in the last 4 years, yeah, Lagos. I moved to Lagos about 4 years ago. So in the last, I've been doing it in the group way, and sometimes I was brought up. So yeah, so that's it.
amazing. It's amazing what
Yeah,
a life of service can do to one. I'm just
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
imagine in my head now. If I were to, you know, come seek for you in your office or come look for you,
Oh,
I don't think.
I need to plug my battery.
Okay, 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 no problem. So let me just take this opportunity to welcome our first guest, Mrs. Temilola Adegboye. Good to see you, ma.
Thank you,
Good
Basil.
evening.
How are you? Happy birthday to you once again.
I'm still in my birthday flow. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're
Mrs.
welcome, Miss
Temilola
Temilola.
is so pretty.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
Yeah,
welcome.
and we have Dele the early bird.
Yeah.
Hello,
Or
Dele.
Is Dele up?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, I thought you lost
Hello, Miss
your
Temilola.
audio.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, our next guest is a marriage counselor and relationship coach. So she's someone that each time I have this relationship issue, I consult her previous work, and of recently, YouTube has been giving me feeds from her work as far back as 1 year ago. I've been seeing different feeds from YouTube each time I log on YouTube, and I'm asking myself, I know I subscribe, I know I don't watch these videos every time, but why is it popping up on my face? Then I realized that it's a decision making period of my life, so it's not surprising. So once again, I welcome you, ma.
Thank you, Basil. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you.
Yeah, so our meeting was more like divine orchestration.
Mm.
Yeah, we went from online because you were the only one amongst the guests tonight that I met online, and we
Mm-hmm.
met. You've attended, was it two events at the open house before we met physically, and all of those
True.
events were pro bono. I didn't pay, and it was in 2020. So when we finally met physically, for me, I would say words. There are no words enough to described that day and the impact that had on the church till now. You know, and it was all what living for service could do. I've been trying to ask myself, what if we were to pay for the service you rendered at the open house twice, without meeting us physically? How much could we have been able to afford to draw from everybody who were in the house that lockdown period? And you coming to our church, to speak once, twice, I think three times as well.
Yeah,
Three,
three,
right?
three
Okay.
times.
Could we have been able to, pay you back? So this is what living for service is. So that was one of the reasons I decided to bring you on board and also ask you, and so you tell the whole world your view, what you storyline as to how you decided to live for service and the opportunities you believe you have been able to find herein. You have the mic.
Okay, so thank you very much, Basil. Yeah, like the topic of our discussion is a life of purpose, right?
Yeah.
And then it just resonates with what I was telling somebody last week. And I was saying that, first of all, as a human being, we all need to know that we were born for a purpose, right? So no matter what we do in life, we need to understand the reason why God created us, right? So my own purpose may be different from your own purpose, So when you discover what you are born for, it makes you work effortlessly. It makes you give effortlessly. It makes you do things that others are struggling to do. It makes it look so seamless and easy. Do you understand? That's a life of
Mm.
purpose. Now I'm going to cite an example with myself. So for the longest time, I was born into this ministry of relationship, public speaking, and CBT. CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. So that is what I do basically. Now, before I started doing professionally, I knew that I had so much passion for relationship. You, as a young growing up girl, I loved to salvage relationships. It was a priority for me. Like, you cannot afford to break up where I am. I will take it upon myself that I resolve the problem, and then I will fight for anyone who is going through a form of abuse in a relationship. And I grew up, I went to school. What did I study in school? Public administration, my first degree. I went for that. I did my PGD in media. And all this were not adding up to me. It wasn't adding up for me because it felt like, yes, this was a must do. This part of me is you must go to school. But I was supposed to fulfill purpose at some point in my life, which is what God has called me for. Right. Now, I kept on going to school. I love to study. I love to read. I love to do all sorts just to add value to myself. But along the line, I realized that the more I do all these things, the more God was telling me that this is what I've called you for. Do you understand what I mean? And then until when I discovered it, I didn't have peace. The moment I discovered that I was called to speak to relationship marriages, I was called to speak to the mind of people. I was called for this. Then my peace came. Right. Now my peace came, and it is what money cannot buy. Right. So the reason why I give it out, sometimes honestly, it depends on what people, some people think, because I do one-on-one session with people, I do, and some people feel that, oh yes, I've paid you, deliver your job. But the truth is, there's no one that can pay you for purpose. When you are living a purposeful life, no one. It is
Mm.
only God that is the rewarder of such people. When you are living a life, I do other businesses along the line. You already know that I cater for events and all. And you can pay me for that because it is stress. I've put in stress, I've delivered product to you. I'm expected to get paid for that. But I do not have a physical product to give you when it comes to what I do right now. It's an act of service. So there's no
Mm.
amount, if I put a price to it, It's because I want you to appreciate the value that is being transferred into your life. Do you understand me? But then again, nobody can pay you for purpose. It's only God, because it is Him who has called you for it. Now, the Bible says that, I'm not trying to be biblical. I said He's the one that sets you upon the mountain top, right? And you will not stand before mere men, but before kings. So when you live a life of purpose, I will use Nathaniel Bassey as a point of contact. If he was a doctor, I can assure you that he won't be this famous. Do you
Sure.
understand? He will be making
Yeah.
money. He will be doing well in whatever he's doing, but he will not be this kind of person that is touching lives through music, that is healing soul, that is restoring hope to people. That's a life of purpose. To us, we may say, oh, he's getting paid. But guess what? It is God that has been blessing everything he lays his hand upon. Do you understand? So when you are
Yeah.
in purpose, when you walk in purpose, it is only God that can reward you in purpose. You won't have to strive. You won't have to struggle. Like people say, hustle. You won't have to do all of those things when you're in purpose. It just happens seamlessly. It just happens. And then you see people saying, oh, they are rooting for you, even where you are not. When you're not there, people are saying, call Basil, call Temi, call Esther, call Dele, call them. They need to be here. Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? So that's the life of purpose. When you walk out of purpose, you, like I just defined, I said all life forms have one essential purpose, which is survival, right? This is even more important than reproduction. To be alive is more than passing genes alone. So you know what? Let me tell you the truth. If you don't have purpose in life, you are more or less.
I think it's partly. I think he's having.
Even issues with his network, Abby.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can see that.
is this
Just
Dele or Esther? Okay, that's Dele. Dele. Okay. We should wait. Hold on a bit, Abby.
yeah, I think so.
For Basil, right?
Yeah, I think he's having problem with his network.
Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Temilola. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I don't really know. Maybe in the weeks, maybe we just have to reconvene. Maybe he might set up something else, maybe for, because I've
All
chatted
right.
him. He's not. I think it's not even going. The message is not even going. His net is really.
Same
It's a
here.
very
Same here.
bad issue. No
Yeah. Yes.
problem. Next.
All right.
Right, man.
All right. Thank you. Good night.